Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure Extravaganza! Where today we are finally going to be continuing on with our theme of doing little projects around the house throughout the month of April, and enjoying every minute of it, I might add. Nice, peaceful gameplay experiences, except for that time we found some sort of creepy underground goop, whatever you would call it. Today, we are going to be finally building the sheep farm, automated for one of every color of wool. And in order to do that, I actually have to figure out how to do it. Now, I've looked up a variety of guides. Sometimes you come across them that are only for bedrock. Today, we don't really have a dedicated guide we'll be following. In the past, we followed some from iCraftMC. Waddles? Was there someone called Waddles? I want to say, was that real? Did I imagine that? We followed a couple of different guides, and we've also tried to chart our own course and pave our own path. And here's what I'm thinking, alright? I have watched a couple of them. Alright, I watched one by somebody named, I think, like, Trilmos, and I can't remember the other one. It was like the miner. Hold on, let me just check my history. Trillums and the Master Miner. So, yeah, and they're basically using the same design. That's the thing. A lot of times you look this up and you're like, who do I give credit to? Everyone's doing the same thing. I don't know. But this does seem to be the cleanest and simplest way you can go about doing this. So what we're going to need is we're going to need an observer, which we need to make a bunch of these in the near future. We can make so many of them. We need to extend this. The entire time this has been running, it's not even filled up a single chest, let alone a double. Now, keep in mind, we have taken some out of here, but I don't think we've ever completely emptied it. And that's been going for months. And the reason it's so slow is just because there's not that many of them. You know, we got boatloads of them before because we had a whole bunch of these things set up. Whereas right now, we've got, 7 of them in there? That's not enough. What I was thinking of doing in the future, because it doesn't matter, as long as it's in a loaded chunk, it'll operate. And so, vertically, you know, on the y-axis, we can go as far down as we want. So I thought about going down to one of those levels where we just have a load of hallways, and just having a hallway with 100 of them going. That's inconvenient if I have to go down there and get them myself manually, but life is inconvenient sometimes, and we learn to just deal with it. So, like I said, we need an observer, and then we need... which one do we need? The one that'll use an item. So not a dropper. I think a dropper puts things on the ground. But a dispenser is the one that does an action. It'll shoot an arrow. I think it'll use... Maybe. I'm not checking. I'm going off memory and vibes is what we're doing today. First off, we will need bows and arrows. Do we have basic bow? Can you use a damaged bow in one of these recipes? We've got a couple of near broken bows anyway. Broken Bow, Oklahoma? That's not even like a clever reference. That's just an actual like vacation destination for people all across the nation. Although, mostly people from Texas, from what I've seen when I've gone to Broken Bow, Oklahoma. I mean, it's fine. It was better before it became a tourist destination, right? When it was like this little, rarely known about secret, and everything was fun and cheap, and now it's expensive and touristy, and I'm not as big a fan as I used to be. But after that, I'm not really sure what else we would need, aside from just the materials we want to use. I guess some hoppers and some chests, now that I think about it, would be not only good ideas, but absolutely necessary for the operation of this contraption. And I've got, let's see all the chests, and there's hoppers in here too, which is nice. Let's mock this thing up outside, and see kind of how big it's going to be, and figure out exactly how it's going to go together. We'll need some additional shears as well. I don't know, do shears, do they actually take damage when they're used by a dispenser? Because if not, I can see our way to kind of, or if so even, like if not, it's no big deal, but if so, we might want to enchant it with like unbreaking and all that. I don't think mending, well no, yeah, we could put mending on there, and we could just manually go collect them out, you know, swap them out with a different one and go recharge them. And just kind of, I mean, how often is that going to be though? Like, and how often are we going to have to do that? Do we really just want to, like, we have infinite iron. Isn't it easier to just create a whole bunch of shears and just shove new ones in there? I mean, look, we just emptied this out. Well, actually, I think I just did that right before the video started. I don't remember that being on camera, but it did happen. I did just empty it out, and it's already up to almost a stack. So it's a half of 100 It's at 50. I don't know why I can't just say it's at 50. It's like, if you remember the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000, and that's impressive, but now we're at a point where it's not impressive enough, and you'll go to these churches, and you'll hear these pastors, and they'll say, well, it says 5,000 men, so that's not taking into consideration the women and the children. It could have been more like 15 or 20,000 people. And everyone goes, ooh, ah, and I'm the one man in the audience going, what? I'm sorry, what? Are we having miracle inflation right now in our society? Is it not impressive enough that literal God made flesh turned, 5 loaves and 2 fish into enough to feed 5,000? That's not impressive anymore. We have to inflate that to be like, oh no, actually, that's actually not what I was looking for. I'm looking for a hopper. No, actually, it was more like 15 or 20,000. Who was in the audience going, I'm sorry, wait, hold on. You're telling me this guy fed 5,000 people? That's not that impressive. It was more like 15. Oh my gosh, he must really be God. No one's ever said that. That's never happened. It's ridiculous. You know, you're just speculating on the women. I've seen this in Bibles now. They've started they add things to the Bible here, and they say, they'll put it in parentheses, and then at the beginning it'll say items in parentheses were added by translators, right? And it's like not counting women and children. We don't need that. That doesn't need to be there. What if it was all just men? You don't know. We don't know. Don't speculate. It probably wasn't. It probably was men and women and children. Not just the men and the women and the children, but the sand people too, right? And I'm trying to do like a Star Wars reference. But what I'm getting at here, the point that I'm trying to make, I don't even remember anymore. I just went on a rant, and I can't remember what the purpose of it was. Inflation? I don't know. I can't remember. I got no clue. I was going somewhere with that. I apologize. Something about inflation, I'm sure. So the reason you want to do the hopper with minecart is because if you set it up correctly, the hopper should actually poke through the grass above it. Meaning that we can have grass here, we can have dirt there. I mean, that doesn't look like that's what's happening, but maybe I put it together wrong. Or you know what, we can just test it. Oh, no, that works. So you can have a whole block of dirt, and grass will grow onto it, and then the sheep can eat the grass, and then the dispenser, the way that this thing's going to be built, is traditionally on this side, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to open these chests. I guess you could put them to the sides as well, but what you want to do now is you want to have the observer observing. Did I make the observer? I didn't. I just added them to list of items to craft, and I didn't craft either of them. In the same way that I completely forgot to get tracks and carts. But you can kind of see where this is going, and if you've ever built one of these, this, like I said, if you just go sheep farm Minecraft Java, every video you see will have a thumbnail with this exact design in it, because it's not unique or original, it's the one that everyone uses. So we'll need more cobblestone. I also need more stone just to fill in the holes that I've created outside for a design that is ultimately going to be exceedingly temporary. We're just going to take it down here in a bit, but there you go. So redstone next. I don't even need to look at the recipe, I just know that. Oh yeah, remember earlier when we got all the bows? That's what we got them for right there. Okay, so cobblestone, we got bows, and then the final thing is we'll need some of these. We got plenty of them. Probably don't even need that many. And let's go craft them upstairs. We never craft up here. This is a beautiful place to craft. We've got one of our many dragon eggs. Let's craft one of these bad boys. So we've got the dispenser. And I actually want to see if I can craft it with a broken bow. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's the same recipe. You just okay, I didn't know that. And you can use a broken bow. Dispenser. Let's build another one. Because we've got a couple of broken bows, and we're going to need a bunch of these anyway. Should we... no, we don't need to make them all right now. No, that's silly. Let's make sure this is going to work the way we want it to. Observers. I'll make 4 of those right now. My decision-making process is entirely arbitrary. There's no rules, there's no reasoning, there's no logic, there's no sense to it. We need one of these for every color sheep. I realize now, though, that I might not have made the barn big enough. What we might end up having to do is make the barn bigger. We might have to extend the length and the width of the barn, and we might have to have it be a sheep barn and have a different barn for the cows. Well, the cows don't take up a whole lot of room. The sheep are going to take up a whole lot more room. So what you want to have is the observer, and I can't remember how to place one of these down to get the desired effect. So we're just going to have to dig this thing out. And I think that right now it's not facing at all the way we want it to. Let's pick that sucker back up. I think, yeah, so that should be facing this. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, no, stop that. Give me that back. Oh, heaven help me. We're causing all kinds of ruckus and mayhem. That's okay. So that's going to face towards the block of dirt. What goes right up there. Okay, boom. And then when that turns from dirt to grass, it'll send a redstone pulse, which will then hit the dispenser up top, which will then right-click with the shears, which will then get the sheep. That's not... No, stop that. And I think that's all we need. I think that should output a direct redstone signal, although now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it does. It might only pop the redstone out the back. Well, I guess the easiest way to find out would be to... if I just break this... See, that's the... No, we need a visual tell. Hold on, I've got an idea. I've got if we put like a snowball in there, it should throw the snowball, right? Because a dropper would drop a snowball on the ground, but a dispenser should toss it. Toss me, as Gimli might say. Shouldn't we have some dispensers already? Didn't we collect a bunch when we disassembled the chamber for... I mean, I don't know where they would be if that is the case. They would be around here somewhere, I would assume. Although that's a pretty safe bet, isn't it? To just say that they'd probably be around here somewhere. My thinking on it was, though, that we would have them after we disassembled the trial chamber down below, or part of the trial chamber. Also, where are snowballs? Where would I have put those? I would have expected them to be in here. I don't think I have a snow chest. Oh, I did have to create... I didn't realize that we didn't have a spruce chest. When I was putting things away after disassembling the boat, I was like, oh, we need a chest for this. I think I had been putting spruce things in here with the dark oak, but that's not right. That's not what that is. So I've corrected that issue. I know I've had snowballs. I know that I've had them in the past. Where are they? That's just snow. Can I turn that into a snowball? What do I need to do? Do I just whack it with maybe a shovel? That's exactly what you do. Okay, it's dark outside, but I'm not too pressed on the subject. I think we'll be fine if we go outside in the dark, and, you know, provided we don't get attacked by sky demons. I have slept recently, so that's good, but also sometimes they don't care. And also sometimes they spawn at the crack of dawn, which makes no sense to me, but here we go. So let's see if this works, first off. That should output a redstone signal. Do I have to... I think I have to route it up. Maybe I need to rewatch one of these guides. Do you think it would just output it directly into that block? Would that... Yay! Okay! This is the general setup, and this is how much space we'll need. That's wrong. I'll tell you what, for the sake of, like, you know what? Let's test the thing properly. Let's actually test the thing properly. Okay, so we'll put that back down there. And then we will put that, and then that. Like so. How do you get a chest under there now? Or does it have to be another hopper? I assumed it would pass through. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Wait a minute. I've got to try to... Yeah, no. Thoughts were not with us on this. Darn it. Well, maybe it doesn't actually need to be on track, right? Because what I could probably do is I can put a dirt here, and then I can put down a track, and then I can put down... okay, let's calm down there. Let's calm down. You're going to waste all my snowballs. That's kind of funny, though, so we'll just let it keep going. Plop that down. And then break that. And then that's just going to sit there on top of that chest. And if I throw things above it, like these hoppers, or these dispensers, or these whatever they are... Oh, interesting. It doesn't hop them down to the chests. So I guess it has to have a hopper beneath it. That's unfortunate, but also maybe that makes sense. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be this whole time. So that way it sits on top of the hopper. But who hops the hopped? You know what I'm saying? And who put the bop in the bopper? Okay, that means that this thing's going to take up more room. Because what we effectively have to have is we have to have a hopper here, and then that there, and then this here, and then this here, and then that should work? Yeah. That's convoluted. That's extremely convoluted. And we could simplify it, I know, if we had this actually go back and forth on a track. So it goes voodoo-doo-doo-doo, 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 and it collects from all of them and dumps them all into a single chest. It would cut down on overall material costs because we wouldn't need that extra hopper underneath each one, nor would we need a series of minecarts with hoppers in them. So that is an option that we could do, but I don't know how to make it stop at the end and empty out all of its material. Also, I'm not really sure how we're gonna build this. Let's disassemble some of these parts, right? Let's take these 2 pieces and the redstone, and let's hop in here where the sheep are. First off, I should have determined a long time ago how many wool colors there are, and I think I did. I think we counted them out, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, how much room is there? How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Son of a gun. Not only that, but I don't think they can be right next to each other is the problem. I didn't think about this at all. The barn's gonna have to be longer, or we split it and we have half of them on one side, 8 on one side and 8 on the other. And actually, that would work. I really wish they weren't all in here right now, though, because that's gonna make I should have built the barn and then built the things inside. That would have made more sense. Get out of the way. Do we really need one for every color? Is that necessary, or can't we just, like, dye the wool as... No. We should have one for every color. Get away from me! Go away! Alright, fine, we'll start over here. Goodness. Is there some way I can, like, bar them from... No, stop! Please! We could build them into the air as well. We could have them stacked on top. No, we can't. No, that's ridiculous. I wish we didn't have a barn. I wish we had a big empty field and I could just build this as was necessary. You know? Stop! Go away! Go away! Nuisance creatures! I've actually come up with another problem, which is that we need to have the redstone under here. And the best way I can figure out to do that would be to add kind of like a skirt of stairs around the outside, and then we could take these blocks out and have the redstone go underneath it. And that would work, but it's not what we're going to do. Oh my god, get out of the way. Move, you stupid cow. This is so irritating. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I know what I'm doing. It's so miserable on that side of the island when you get out of range of all of the buffs and all the perks and everything. Here we go. What we can do is we can lure them out of the way. And then we're going to set up a little guarded area, just using stone, because why not? Okay, everyone. Come hither 2 and 4. Looky here. Look what I've got. Come over here now. Come over here now, children. Come over here. There you go. Fools! Oh, chick. Wait, are they all 1 block tall? Can they fit under that? No, the chicken can. The chicken's the least of my problems. Ah. So do we add the skirt, or do we not add the skirt? That is the question. I don't like the look of it. I don't want to do that. Also, you gotta go. Okay, you will die. I will kill you, and I will not feel bad about it. That's what had to happen. Wait a minute. I need to get some more of this this mangrove plank. We're gonna do our best here. We're gonna do our best to make something that looks good and is functional. All right, maybe glass as well. Everyone uses glass in their designs. We're not gonna buck the trend here. All right, we're gonna just do what everyone else is doing. Do we have mangrove trapdoors? Give me that. Oh gee. Okay, no, we want to be careful. We don't want the ocelot getting out. I've got to get at an angle where I can place this thing, right, like below me here, and have it face towards me. So that has it face that direction. If I do that while holding shift, it's still facing that direction. I have to place, I have to do it from the other direction, which means I think I have to place a block here, actually go out here. Hello. All right, Ash, listen. Listen. Bad things have happened here, okay? I need you to stay clear of the axe. Don't come over here. Okay? There we go. See how everything can work out? Everything can be chill? If everybody's just chill? Okay, there we go. We got that placed. Oh no! I forgot about the dispenser! Oh, thank goodness. No, okay. The dispenser's going the right... No, wait! I was supposed to place them 1 block out, though! Oh, heavens help me. Alright, well that's fine, because that actually makes it easier anyway. I never actually had to go outside there. All I only ever had to do was place that there. That's not... Nope, that's the wrong piece. Place that there. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna go there, and then this is gonna go here. And then back here, we're gonna have this. Oh, but wait a minute. What's gonna keep the sheep in? This barn is not big enough! I should have thought about the design before I did this! Because if I thought about the design beforehand, I would have known the barn was too small. The barn needed to be bigger all along. And I didn't know. All right. Okay. What if it's actually just the right, like, width? No, it's not. You have to have a way to access it. So we have to have a trap door several blocks out in order to get into the chests in the first place. Okay, this does work. If we add the skirt we were talking about. If we add the skirt, then yeah, this design can be good and functional. Okay? The skirt will allow me to put the redstone under here. And then we can have... Oh, but how's that gonna look? Let's just build it. Let's just build the skirt and we'll see how we like it. This is the skirt, right? And... Oh, I don't like how that looks. I don't like what that does at all. No. We just have to make the barn bigger. That's all there is to it. There's no avoiding it. We're just gonna build the thing. We're gonna build the thing as best as we can. And then we'll just have to make the barn possibly longer and wider. And when I'm looking at what direction I'm going to widen it out in, probably not this way, because that's a sheer drop-off. If we want to build up the island, we have to use a bunch of sand to bring all this out. Although in the future we probably will. But we have plenty of room in this direction. If we want to bump this wall out in that direction, kind of take it right down the middle here, but just go a couple extra blocks that way. Let's get it set up on this side then. Kind of with that in mind. We'll set it up on the other side, because that's the wall that will not be moving. And that's also a lot easier for me, because I can just pretty safely break that and not worry about it if I have to get behind here for any reason. Which, of course, now I don't, because, you know, we know definitively that this goes here. No major issues there. And then, instead of, like, I guess I could probably put this on there, and that'll be fine. I don't like... Why does it connect up to outside? That's odd. I don't know why it does that as opposed to becoming like a big splotch. But I also don't think that it matters one way or the other. Whether or not it connects to the outside or becomes a big splotch, I don't think that's relevant. That's an observer. I keep doing that by mistake. You can understand where I'm coming from with that. But there we go. We have our dispenser. We have our redstone back there. I assume it'll all work as expected. The sheep will stand right here. And then the sheep will be sort of encapsulated, as it were, by glass. Although we're probably getting ahead of ourselves with that. It's okay, we can break the glass. We got Silky on the job. Also, this is about as backwards as it can be, because the observer actually needs to be down there. Oh my god. Oh no, oh no. No. Are you kidding me? What? If there's a better way to place observers, please let me know, as I find the current method to be exhausting. I find all of this to be exhausting. This is a nuisance of a project so far, I've got to tell you. I'm not impressed. Okay, and then this goes here. That explains why that was a straight line before. I bet you if we broke it now and placed... No, it's still... maybe because now it's connecting to multiple... I don't know. Maybe because there's a dispenser here instead of a... Yeah, because that has a little bit coming out the back. Probably something like that. Something along those lines. Couldn't tell you the exact cause. We need to have grass there, though, and the way that this is going to work is you have to have grass at least on one side of the dirt to act as something to sort of repopulate the grass, right? So we actually need to go get some grass. We could just, like, connect these bits up and hope that it spreads quickly enough, and we might just go ahead and do that to save myself from having to run to the house, but grass is going to spread into here, and then what's going to happen is when the sheep right there eats the grass under the glass here will grow back into there, which means we might just have grass running through the center of this place. Now, all that work from muddy mangrove roots and placing them down correctly, and where has that gotten us? Back to just getting rid of it now. Excuse me? Hold on, let me eat. I'm not in the best position to deal with you at this moment, and to be blunt, I really don't I just don't want to. Come back here, you. No shields. No shields, no problems. One-shotting them. We got a trident out of it. How fun is that? OMG! We're getting a shell, too. Oh, we're crushing it today. We are absolutely crushing it out here. The heck? What is that sound? Oh, is that the Iron Golem dying? No! That's this guy! Oh my gosh! From so far away, too. Oh, his are coming back to him. I never noticed that before. Is that normally how it works, or does that mean he's got an enchanted trident? I actually don't know. I'm sure it's just a thing that does happen, and I've just not noticed it before. Sorry, I feel like in every video I get distracted hunting drowned. It was worth it, though. I mean, look, you can't argue with the results here, okay? I'm just getting a bit of grass here real quick. Save some time. And I'll take a nap, so I don't have to deal with demons in the sky. So I believe that glass does not ruin grass, and I think that the reason for that is because it's something to do with the fact that light can filter through the glass, and therefore grass can spread underneath it and continue to exist within it. We could also use fencing if we didn't want such blocky borders, but I'm not too pressed one way or the other. And you can kind of see why, once we have another one on this side, this isn't going to work. It definitely needs to be wider by a minimum 2 blocks, probably more, because I'm getting ahead of myself placing this down. We actually have to get underneath there and place the rest of the contraption, and I've just gone ahead and ruined the grass. I didn't mean to mine that piece up. That wasn't even that I just neglected to do it properly. This thing just mines really quickly. Grass goes here, minecart, hopper, chests. The chests will go here. So, chest there, and then hopper. And like I said, I need to do some research and determine whether or not it is a good idea or whether or not it is economical to, that's not what I meant to do, but that works out. Whether or not we can set up a cart to go back and forth and collect all these instead of having a bunch of hoppers. Someone commented on an older video, a long time ago now, and pointed out that it is in fact resource intensive to have... What happened to the minecart and stuff? Did I leave that outside? To have the, like, a bunch of hoppers going. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I have no idea. I'll have to do more research. But I don't know if that only counts when things are being moved, or if hoppers just existing in the world or cause more latency or more lag. We'll find out. Or it won't come up and I won't think about it ever again, and life will just continue on. It'll be one of those two things. I can't tell you which for sure, and I think that probably what we're looking for is in this chest over here, because after I broke it, it probably fell in there. Yep, indeed, there it is. Okay. And then we have our grass block. And then to test it, grass goes on there, ends up down here. Perfect. And now we just have to sort of build all of this back up and get a sheep in there. That's going to be the tricky part, is we have to get a sheep into here without a bunch of chaos and mayhem. What are the odds that if I just break this, one sheep will come through and then go inside of here? It's almost happening, but I think he's actually making a break for it, is what's happening. They're both trying to make a break for it. Don't you want delicious grass? Why don't someone go in there? We're like halfway there, and we're not even living upon a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. There we go. Okay. So now, we just need to click on here. This is also going to be the moment we find out whether or not this thing takes damage. Put the shear in. Okay? And now, wait, hold on. I got to get my own shears. Give me a second. Give me a sec. I keep saying and now. And now. And now. And as if something like amazing's about to happen. Oh, goodness. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I forgot about... These things are just dumb enough. They'll fall in that hole there. Let's cap this off. And, oh, you absolute turkeys. You did that on purpose. There was malice to that action. You can't convince me otherwise. Everyone get out of the way! Okay, let's manually get this guy. Okay. And so what we want to see is we want to see him eat the grass and everything activate. We're waiting. We're waiting patiently. Any minute now. If I miss it because there's cows in the way, excuse me, get out of the way. Move. Move. Excuse me. Move. Eat the grass. Eat the grass. That does it. That does it. Where's the wheat? What happened to the wheat? I had wheat in my inventory. Where'd it go? Did I leave it back at the house? Eat the grass, dude. Is your head stuck in the glass? Eat the grass. I can't do this. Hold on. No, this is... There's absolutely no reason for them to all be over here other than just they hate me and are being vindictive. No, go back inside. There's no logic or reason to their actions beyond raw hate. Everyone get on this side. Everyone come back over here right now. Okay. Oh, did it work? Did I miss it? There should be some in there already. Yeah. But there shouldn't have been that much. No, we're going to wait. We're going to wait again. We're going to wait again until we see this happen. I want to see this happen. I need to see the grass. Having 2 pieces of grass, 3 even. 4 if that corner piece grows in might be better. Because with that many pieces of grass, the likelihood of the middle one growing in faster is higher. I think. Because it's a random chance whether or not grass will spread, and I don't know if that time is decreased or chance increases with more grass blocks. I would assume so, but I don't know that for sure. Comment down below, let me know. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. I just want to see this happen. I just want to see it happen in real time. Presumably it did work, and I guess actually now that we're thinking about it, one of the easiest things we could do is just come back here. Okay, so that did take damage. Well, like I said, it'd probably be silly, now that I think about it, for us to go through the effort of enchanting that. Okay, no, the grass grew. There it is! I was confused about what happened there for a second. The grass grew and the thing triggered, but obviously nothing happened because it has to eat the grass, and then it ate the grass, and then it grew. I mean, you all just watched it happen in real time. We did it. We've only just gone and done it. Now we need to do it 15 more times. 15 more times and extend the barn, which sadly does mean moving. Ash the Ocelot and Jenko McJackrabbit. Both of those have to be moved, which is sad. We could tighten this up. We can either have the next sheep be here. I was gonna say we could tighten it up. We could have the next sheep be... Well, yeah, we could have it be right here. We could stagger it, but I don't see what the benefit would be. Oh, I guess we could have one right here. That would need the barn to go out even further in that direction. Take that wall down and go out one, but have another sheep here. And then have basically the exact same setup behind it. And then another sheep right here. That would tighten it up. But still, it wouldn't be big enough. Like, we would still only be 15. We'd have to go one more long ways. But that might be the meta. That might be the move. Hold on. If we break this, let's set up a second one real quick. We'll do some experimentation here. It's all pretty much set to go. We're going to go with orange dye, which I think that's the first time we've ever made it, because we're going to go in the order that they're presented up here. And so the next sheep is going to be orange, and then the last thing that I need is going to be a lead. We have plenty of them downstairs. We don't actually need to come get another one. There's some inside of the, I think, the blue container, if not the red one. And by which I mean shulker box. And by I started running out of air there. But we basically just set up the whole thing. Because these are staggered, I don't think they'll trigger each other. I don't think. I hope not. Not that that would be a big issue, other than it might prematurely damage the shears. Although I don't think that it will. Because now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that the spears will only take damage if they actually get used. And yeah, the plan will be to fill both of these up all the way, so I don't have to check it all that often. But next big trick here is going to be getting a sheep through here, and just a sheep, just one of them. I don't think I can pull it through the wall, so what I want to do, I want to have these ready to go. I want to break this, pull one through, and then close the door after it. Nope, 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 no, nope, nope, no! Dang it! No! Okay, the sheep is attached. Everyone, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's. Oh, that guy was just in there. He was just ready to go. We already had a sheep in there just ready. We should have capitalized on that. Gosh, there's so many of them. Come on. Let's go this way. Right this way. Right this way. Let's go. Let's not be back there. Come along. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Come on. I should have put away the wheat. That's on me, obviously. Let's go, everyone, over here to this corner. I'm not letting you back over here today, fools. Nope. Okay, you. Come on over here. I guess I should fill in that hole in the ground, shouldn't I? Come along. Come along. Come along. Hello. Hello. Look at me. Look at me. Right this way. Right along in here, please. No, 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 no. Hey, look. Come back here, you. Well, that's about as infuriating as it gets, isn't it? There we go. Okay. Make him orange. And then we gotta clip him once to get the process started. But there we are. Also, I guess I've never had orange wool before. So this one went again a second ago, which is good to see. It is continuing to work. But now what we can do is we can have a third one right here. That doesn't mean I have to kind of go through the effort now of redoing, like I gotta replace this piece of glass here with an observer, which might lead to that guy escaping. I think in the new update, the little bits of wool left on their body stays the color, so you can tell at a distance what they are. Yeah, because even Walia doesn't tell you. But that's handy. We don't have that up. We won't have that update on the server, sadly, until literally all the mods we are using support it. Until I can have Iris and Sodium and, you know, my shaders. The shaders are probably already compatible, if we're honest. But everything's got to be updated to support it. We're not doing it otherwise. So this guy, any minute now, can make the choice at any time. That was the wrong button. I accidentally took a screenshot. I apologize. At any minute now, this guy can make the choice. He can make the decision to eat that grass. Will he do it? Sun's rising out there, buddy. Come on, eat the grass. Eat the food! Eat the food! Please eat the food. Please eat the food. This is what's going to slow the system down, is waiting on the sheep to decide it's ready to eat. I mean, it has instant access to grass. It can make that choice anytime it wants to. It's not just about waiting for the grass to grow. I mean, yeah, that's happening with the other sheep. But now we're literally just waiting for that sheep to decide it's hungry. When will it make that choice? I don't know. What I'm considering right now is moving every creature in this barn into a hole under the barn. Just digging a hole and shoving them all in there. And we will get them out as we need them. And maybe that would also help with this just racket that we are currently experiencing. It's getting on my final and last nerve. I'm being driven mad by this. But also the process of just waiting on the thing to happen. Just eat the food. I just want to watch it happen from start to finish. That's all I want. I just want to watch the process. Is there a reason that's not happening? Do you not like the food? Maybe you need more sunlight? Minecraft, Java, sheep not eating grass. Okay, yeah, no one is saying anything. I guess the correct question is Minecraft, Java, how often do sheep eat grass? There's a 1 per 1,000... Well, hold on. The chance of eating grass is 1 in 1,000 game ticks. So a sheep is 63% likely to regrow wool after 50 seconds and 90% likely to regrow wool after 2 minutes. Well, it's been that long. We had grass grow faster than the sheep eating. Oh, it's happening. Oh, there it was! We finally got to see it! I actually looked away, and I just happened to glance up at the exact right second. So there it is. I say that's a successful mission objective completed. I mean, I would like to see the other one do it as well. I want to see its big, beautiful orange wool. It's the most orange that any wool has ever been. It's American wool. The finest, highest quality American wool. It's modeled after my skin, some say. I've heard them say no one has better orange skin than Donald Trump. It's true. It's true. That's not my opinion. It's what they're saying. I've read it in the papers. I looked at Melania. I said, have you ever seen skin as orange as mine? And, of course, they modeled the sheep after it. So they're very beautiful orange sheep, highest quality American wool. China wishes it had wool as good as ours. It doesn't. China wool sucks. You know what? While we wait, I guess I can go around to the other side. Watch as soon as I, like, leave. As soon as I can no longer see it, is when it's going to go ahead and eat the grass. I was going to say we can come back here now, continuing the dismantling of this wall. The whole thing has to come down anyway. We got to move it out one. That's okay. I wish I'd kind of known that a long time ago. It would have saved us some time. But, oh, actually, you know what? We need something I can put this up against. So I guess we'll just put another one of these here. And then, yeah, be quick. Oh, you know what? I really should have used the silky for that. I was so busy worrying about, well, what if this guy tries to escape? That it just didn't occur to me that I was about to break glass, which is not a precious resource. Oh, I've done it again, though, haven't I? I've done it again, where I've placed the wrong block out of just sheer foolishness. I don't know how well, I do know how I keep doing that. It's sheer foolishness, as was stated beforehand. Oh, and I only made the 2 of these. That's right. Y'all remember back when I made that decision? We'll have to leave the sheep. We're going to leave the sheep, and we're going to say that was a job well done. Pat ourselves on the back. Do you think we need to do all of them before I can say, like, we can tick it off of the board? Do you think I have to do all of them? Yeah, I guess probably so. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that I was joking? Yeah, I didn't really think this through, because I don't know how I'm going to get out now. I think I am actually stuck over here. Hello? Hold on. That didn't work. Oh dear. Hello? Yeah, oh, here we go. Stay down there. Here we are. We've got the 16 of these placed down. It's just the dispensers. I've got to go make a boatload more observers. I've only got one extra one. I mean, I guess I could go ahead and place it down, but you know I'd put it in the wrong spot anyway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total. I've got one in my inventory. I gotta go make 13 more. Oh man, I'm getting I'm having trouble here with some of the placements. There we go. Most of them worked out. Here's a tip for you in the future if you want to design something like this yourself. Build it first, and then build the barn around it. I guess I made one too many. Oh, right. I ended up... There was already one under here, which you would have watched me place earlier, and you would have known about, and you would have said, wait, Reese, hold... Reese? Ray! You would have been yelling at me, I'm sure, which I appreciate. Please continue to do so in the comments section. I want every ounce of your rage. I left all of the dirt and grass back in the house to make room in my inventory, but I did also bring the brown one down here to hold... I left that upstairs as well. Yeah, there it is. I got it so it would hold excess items that were in my inventory, and... Anyway, I need more chests, and I need more hoppers and hopping carts and all of that now. I figured it would be easier if I just carved all of this out and then capped it off when I was done. Again, a lot of barn... A lot of barn remodeling going on. One thing I did think about is that I actually don't need to widen the barn all that much anymore, because all of the sheep are going to be on this side, which means that we don't need that much space on this side, so we really only need to extend the barn, kind of depending on how we want it, one more block in that direction to have that be flush with this, and then that kind of comes down to, well, where do we want this? Do we want the mangrove trapdoor to be in the side, like as a part of the walkway, if this is a 3 wide? And I'm thinking that's probably fine. But if we don't want that to be in the center of the walkway... Oh, yeah, we do still have to also extend it this direction one. That's fine. So no matter what, that wall's going and that wall's going. But if we don't want that... If we want that to be level, then we extend the barn that way 1 block and that way 2 blocks. And we're done, right? It's right as rain. It's all good to go. So that's not happening today because I'm working on this right now. But at a later date, that'll happen. I love how wacky this looks. This interlocked setup here. With all of these different chests, but there we are. There's all of our double chest setup. And also, I just noticed something. That might have been the case this whole time, but I never noticed before. Look at that over there. You can actually see Distant Horizons is doing sort of like a glow for that lava. Now, obviously, that lava is not being rendered in real time. We're not seeing it move. But it's got a bit of a glow to it, which I don't remember it doing before. That's really cool. That's doing it too. Those are torches up there. Or whatever they use for lighting. I'm pretty sure it is torches. That's great. That's a fine touch. I like that. How are we doing on our wool, by the way? 14 and 4. Not bad. Things are good. Wait a minute. No, yeah, that was that chest. 4 is not a lot. I guess I took some out earlier, though, didn't I? Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Oh, that did activate both of them. That is unfortunate. There's nothing we can do about that, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter. Okay, now it's time to manufacture... I've got 5 of these, but we're going to need a whole bunch more... hoppers. We are actually using a lot of iron today. The iron farm is coming in real handy right now. We don't have to, though. Like, that's the thing. We don't actually have to be using that much iron. If we set this thing up, we would need 2 of them now, because they're at 2 different levels. Or just a train that goes in a circle. If I knew how to do that, we could collect all the wool and have it dump out to 1 chest, maybe even in our base of operations. That's something to look forward to in maybe a future episode. Maybe we figure out how to do that and we come back and we kind of redo all this. This is probably one of the wackier things I've built. And I've been playing Minecraft for over a decade. I know that comes up a lot, but it's just... I can't believe how much Minecraft I've played without ever really, truly playing Minecraft. Does that make sense? I never did these things. I just never did them. I never once did any of these sort of vanilla automation setups before. I always did things with mods. And now, sitting here doing them, I remember I've seen people do them before. I've been on a server here or there where I've watched people do setups like this and thought, man, that's a lot of effort for whatever it is they're accomplishing there, you know, it's crazy. I'm never going to be doing that. And here I am, folks, here I am. Oh, this is a pain. You know, I could probably just put all of those in there and then, like, right-click these in here, like, boom, 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 boom. That was a bit quicker. We ran out, unfortunately. We only need 3 more. And I ended up with an extra hopper somehow, and that's okay. We'll find use for it later, somewhere else in a different project. Ooh, look at that reflectivity on there. That's great. You can see the chests shining back. Oh, that's fantastic. Be silent in there! Your time has almost come! I once again forgot to bring grass and dirt. I keep going up to the house and not coming back with grass and dirt, and I probably need to bring rockets as well. We're over halfway on the 3rd chest, by the way. That is still the goal. Is to fill up 3 chests. I say that as if that's our goal for the month, when it is in fact not. Our goal this month is to get all... No. It's just one of our random goals for the year, I guess you could say. We are nearly finished. We're nearly there. Okay. So, how do I get them out of here? I didn't think about that when I stuck them all in there. If I jump up high with one of them attached... Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Get back in there. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Nope. There we go. Come on right this way. Hop in this hole. No! No! Get back here! This is a pain. I did not anticipate that the worst part of this would not be the construction, but trying to get sheep into all these different holes. Nope. Not what I'm after. Sorry. Nope. Sorry. Had to happen. I hadn't even considered that we might not have enough... Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess that one had previously taken damage. I didn't consider that we might not even have enough of the sheep. We might have to breed some like emergency sheep breeding might need to take place. Also, I think I've got a cow right now. Yeah. We only need 4 more. Which... Maybe there's that many in there? It's hard to tell. Oh, no, sorry, I missed this one over here in the corner. I guess I forgot that earlier. That's fine. We've still got plenty more. That is definitely a cow. And there we go. That's finally all of the sheep placed. I just need to get my lead back. And now we need to go get 1 of every dye. Well, no, that's not true. 1 of all but 2 dyes. We don't even need a white dye. That's the default, right? What we need is a magenta, a light blue, a yellow, a lime, a pink, a gray, a light gray, cyan, or cayenne if you're so inclined. It is cyan. Cayenne is a pepper. Purple, blue, brown, green, red, and black. Let's hop to it. Good news. Oxeye Daisy, light gray dye. I mean, that's not really good news. It's more like a hot tip in case you needed it. Sunflower ought to give me yellow. Yes, it does. Cornflower gives you blue, same as lapis. Allium gives you magenta. Oh, that's a trick there, because I thought I was going to have to go through... Oh, I guess I could have just... Oh, no, that's lilac. I just had to go over a page. I see. I was confused, because I thought I was going to have to combine a bunch to get there, or go find a lilac. Which, I mean, to be fair, we probably have a lilac lying around. I'm trying to put them in my inventory in the correct order. And I'm putting the excess in here with the glass, where it probably should have always been, because it's... oh, they don't actually line up with the... It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. They'll probably get their own chest at some point in the future, and that's okay, and I don't really care one way or the other. Blue and green will give us cyan, or cayenne if you're so inclined. Brown, green, red, black... I think I've got them all, Jack. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait a minute. I think I might have counted them wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a minute. Hold on. 12, 13, 14. I'm coming out to 15. How many of these did I say there were? 14, 15, 16. 16 minus 2 should be 14. We must have 2 of... Ah, we do. We have 2 light blue. That would cause that problem, wouldn't it? That explains things. This is probably the biggest project we've done this month. It's certainly the longest recording session. Not to talk too much shop behind the scenes, but we've been trying to keep them short, and I figured, you know what? The folks deserve this. The folks, they deserve a nice long episode where we do a big project. So here you go. Pink, light blue, yellow, green. I guess that was not pink. I think that was magenta. This one's pink, gray, light gray, cyan, cayenne if you're spicy, purple, and then finally blue, brown, green, red, and black. Yes. Yes. Yes! Now we have to activate the catalyst. Or, I guess, rather introduce the catalyst that will activate the reaction that will make the thing run. I don't know. I shouldn't try to use words. Let's just no more talking. 100% action. Again, looking forward to actually someday getting that new Minecraft update, that 21.5, where we can actually sort of see what the sheep are under the wool. But for right now, darn you, there we go. So now it's all activated. It's gonna be a while, you know, before anything interesting happens here. Can we take a second hopefully before anything interesting happens here, and get rid of this? And if you're wondering about all the excess down there, we'll deal with them later, okay? We're gonna build a new cow thing and have that whole situation up and operational again. I want to try to automate it. I found a method to automate it involving naming a villager Jack or Johnny. Here's Johnny. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Why did that not work? Hello? Did I not set it up correctly? Uh-oh. You know what? You know what helps is if you actually put shears in there. I didn't do that. That's, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's just make a bunch of shears here. Just pack all of these up, like 100% all the way. Well, that's going to require a lot of trips to make iron shears and then come back here. But then again, we can make them in our inventory. We don't have to use the crafting station. What happened to all those blocks of iron I brought with me? There we go. We'll just kind of make these as we go, and we'll fill them all the way up, and then I won't have to worry about it for a long time. Stack full. This does mean that we're going to have to go back down there for some of these and sort of, we're going to have to redo it, you know? We're going to have to restart, reintroduce the catalyst to start the reaction. You know, the whole thing I just said earlier. Or maybe not, because actually now that I'm thinking about it, when one of these next to one of them activates, all the ones surrounding it also activates. So as long as, you know, we get one side of this thing working... Yeah, actually, yeah, hold on. As long as we get at least one side working, it ought to also shear the other side, and the whole process should resume operations. We don't know that, though. It's kind of just working on a hope. Nope, it worked. There we go. We saw it happen. Kind of, out of the corner of our eye. Oh, nope, just saw it happen again. Still from the corner of my eye, but I did see it happen. So there we go. Just to verify, all of these are full. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh, it's happening, and now that there's so many more of them, it's happening at a much more reasonable pace. The barn? Looking a little worse for wear, to be honest with you. Well, that's the water that we're in now. Oh dear, oh dear. I think I need to have more spouts like this around to make it easier for me to get back up here. Thank you. I was sort of hoping something interesting would happen, and so far it hasn't. But, yep. It happened over here. We just saw it happen. Kind of. Again, out of the corner of our eye. Oh my gosh, it's operational. The whole darn system is operational. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my gosh! It only happens when... Oh! So once one to either side of this brown one activates, it will shear the brown one. And then therefore the system will... It's got to be one to the left or right of the brown one is the only problem. But it will happen. Okay, yep, there we go. This isn't going to happen for a while because none of them have grass at the moment. I kind of want to just stand here and watch and wait. Because eventually, either the left or the right, grass will grow, the sheep will eat the grass, it'll trigger, it should get this one as well, but I want to make sure of it. I want to see it happen. Hey! I don't actually understand what happened there. I think it happened to itself. Do they sometimes eat grass even when they have wool? If so, I never needed to have a catalyst. It was just always going to work. Alright, what's left that needs to be done? Well... This wall, as well as this roof segment, needs to be moved over one. And then this wall, as well as this roof segment, needs to be moved over. I mean, we haven't really decided. At least 2 blocks. Possibly further. Probably 3 blocks. So that we can have a path, well, maybe 4. 4 blocks, yeah. So the new wall on this side, where's all of my mangrove, by the way? I need to get to my mangrove. Oh, I also need to extend the building. So to give you an idea of what the new boundaries of the buildings are going to be, the wall now is going to be here. Okay, it's going to come out to here now instead, because we got to have room for... Oh, or no, hold on. Yeah, no, this is it. This is the new wall right here. So this is the new sort of corner of where everything's going to be there. And I just have to build it up and move things out. And then over here, same thing, really. It's gonna be over here. Well, you're kind of in the way, but it's gonna go out 1, 2, 3. So this is gonna be the new wall. This is where it's gonna be at. So there we go. It's gonna be a big, wide barn. The proportions might be. We might make it taller. We might have to make it taller because otherwise the proportions might look a bit off, and we don't want it to be a bit off. Although then I don't know how to handle the windows on the inside. Other than just making them taller as well, I guess, could work. I think I like the way the barn looks now. It's just, it's got to be bigger. It has to be bigger. We really don't have a say in the matter. It's got to happen. But we'll worry about that next time. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless each and every single one of you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!